Welcome, everybody. Glad you guys can make it. What we're going to do today is going to be doing body weight training off the 90-30 protocol from TacFit. Right now, it's extremely hot in my garage, but I'm down to sweat it out with you guys, okay? So primarily what we're going to focus on is going to be the joint mobility into the movement prep, understanding what the drills are going to be like, which are the exercises. And then we'll get you into learning how to engage it as we go. So meaning there's only 2 rounds, but you have 5 drills. And the 5 drills you have are pretty much the reverse lunge, the sit through leg, the lateral lunge, the mountain climber with twist, and the burpee. And even though we're going through 2 rounds, it's gonna be it's gonna speak to your body in ways where you're gonna have to challenge yourself to keep committing, right? But it doesn't mean lose focus and just lose your technique. It means to focus in more, have your breath, the accountability to your technique as you work. And that requires frequency changing, right, with your energy. So first round, you want to kind of not dive into it too crazy. You want to kind of take yourself into it smooth, slow, easy, so that way you know what the process feels like. Once you get to the second round, that's when you want to see if you want to dive in more for the challenge or if you feel all right where you're at. Now, remember, the 90-30 is supposed to be 90 seconds of training, okay? Once you're done, you have 30 seconds of rest. We go through that with 5 drills. And as we do that, I'll be doing that with you, actually. And we'll have what I call, we'll train as we go. So cueing as we go. And so that way you're not left alone at home like, what am I doing? He's just kind of going fast forward. I'll make sure that I get, I'll slow down for you guys. So then let's go and start up the warm-up. It's going to be that 90-30. And we definitely have to open up hips, rotational areas that demand it where we restrict our movements. So we'll start with the interflow mobility into the actual instructional. So let's follow along a little. Standing in place, I'm actually going to try to keep myself tall but have soft knees. I'm going to tuck my hips back or tilt my hips back, tuck my hips forward, but my knees need to be soft. Soft knees will create the tilt tuck, okay? Keeping your posture nice and tall, squeezing, and just using this right here. Focusing just on the hips. Try not to use a lot of tension, just relax and try to move just the low body. Big exhale through, so a lot of breath as we work. Without breath, you won't be able to survive the training. Good. Nice. From here, we're going to think about the neck, reaching forward and back. So think about your chin pulling back, chin reaching forward. As you do that, you want to think about pulling your chin all the way back and then going side to side with your ears. Think about somebody pulling your hair up to the ceiling so that way you stay nice and tall. Keeping the hips tucked the whole time with soft knees. From here, you're going to roll down your head, forehead all the way over to the opposite shoulder. So ear to shoulder, roll the forehead down, nice and easy, to the opposite side. If this is too much on your neck, I want you to use your knees. As you roll, bend the knees down, lift up as you roll. Big exhale. Woo, it's hot in this garage. I'm already sweating. Nice. Now what we're going to do in this side position is we're actually going to rainbow, tilt over. Okay, we're not going to reach back our neck. We're just going to reach our head up tall, and then we're going to go straight towards the roll. Okay, so roll, reach over, and then go to the opposite side. Good. From here, we're going to twist, chin over each shoulder if you can. From there, we're going to drive our forehead to each shoulder with rotation. Keep your head back, big exhale as you go through. To go back the opposite direction, lead with the chin. Across your body, across your face, down towards the shoulder. Big exhales. Standing tall, but don't lock your legs out. Good. Nice. From here, we have the shoulders. We're going to collapse the hands. With the shoulders, we're thinking about using them together. So we're trying to roll the shoulders back together. So what you want to do is collapse your hands, but don't tighten up the bicep. Relax from the elbow to the shoulder, and just move. Big exhales through. You're probably going to feel some pulls. You guys can go a lot slower than that. Once you go slower, you start digging and carving tension away. Go in the opposite direction. Good. From there, also think about alternating. You can take your clasped hands away. Just relax your hands. Relax your wrists. Go the opposite way. Very good. From here, we're just going to do a twist from the top. And we're going to do minimal movement from the hips. But the thoracic twist is moving effortlessly. Just a little bit slapping your glute on the side and slapping the opposite end of it. Good. So what we're going to do here now is we're going to think about the long hinge. So hinging back, think about that tilt in the hips. You're going to create a high hinge going all the way back with your chest pulled high. So belly into lap. Come nice and tall. Don't stand tall with your legs straight out, but stand tall with your knees soft. Tucking underneath. Using the hips to tilt back and tuck under. Remember, breathe. Last one. From here, now you have that hip tilt tuck. You can use the big inhale with the tilt. Soft knees every time. Tucking your hips with the exhale. Driving the scaps back. Big inhale, lift. Exhale back. Big inhale, lift. Exhale back. Good. Standing nice and tall with your hands clasped. You're going to pull your elbows back, let them slide off your ribs, and then roll them back out when you extend your arms. So pull the elbows back, slide off the rib cage, elbows point outside till you roll elbow points underneath. Use the shoulder rotation rather than just the elbows. Now let's go the opposite way. Have your arms extended, outside rotation with the elbows pointing out. Once you pull your hands back towards your chest, drive your elbows down towards your ribs, and then reach out once again. Out. Big exhales through. Good. Since we'll be engaging the ground, we'll be also doing a lot of grip, okay? So spreading the fingers out. So think about wide ice cream cone. Okay, okay sign. Big ice cream cone, man, that was A-okay. Pretty much what this whole hand signal is. Use the thumbs too underneath. So guide the thumbs underneath on the way down. And you can use your elbows in, elbows out, just to get a little bit more degree. Good. Nice. From this position now, we're going to get to the ground, okay? And what we're going to work on here is just using the cat-cow position, but we're thinking about using the flexion extension. But we're moving around in a circle. So if I move myself to the side, I'm going to drive into the ground with my hands and knees. So I'm in a very, very hollow body position. Shift over to the opposite side so that way I can extend my body out. And then I get to the middle. So it looks like I'm a human jump rope with my spine. You want to inhale, exhale down. Inhale, exhale. Use your hip tilt tuck. Otherwise, it's not going to be efficient enough. For the feet placement, I would point them back if you're having trouble. Because if you need to engage the ground, you should point the toes back. Other way. Good. What I'm also going to do for you guys is open up the hips here in the front line. I don't want to do too much with the whole leg since we're going to be diving into that primarily. And this whole workout is leg dominant, hips and legs, but it also uses the whole body for you to engage so you feel a complete workout out of it. So here, I'm going to have my hands down just what I did earlier, but this time, driving your knee into the ground or release the opposite knee and to the ground. What I'm going to do from here is point the toe back with my opposite hand that's next to my foot. It's going to help me gaze up. I'm just going to shoot my hips just enough to get a good little pull, not too much. Just a good pull in and reaching back. If you need to, you can reach forward and back. Like you're pulling yourself forward. Using your hips, okay? Not too much. Well, just enough. You should be feeling a slight pull in the hamstrings here as well. So we're working both sides, okay? So we're going in, good. Switch to opposite sides, shoot your butt back. Here we go, same thing. You have your toes pointing back. You're gonna reach back, reach, pull in, gaze up higher. Great. From here, we're going to walk up. And then we're going to roll ourselves up nice and easy. Let's go over what we're going to do. So now, let's think about the first one, right? The first drill. The first drill is going to be the reverse lunge. So with the reverse lunge, I want people to understand about anchoring their foot down into the ground. If you anchor your foot, you're able to understand how to address weight transfer. And with the weight transfer, you're able to get a better lunge out of your reverse lunge. So it's not a, what do you call, a forward lunge, drive the knee down fast. It's possible. There is a decelerative way to do it. And I just want you guys to just check it out, see if it's something that you guys can register. If there's a question about it, just let me know. It's a little different how I teach it, but would love for you guys to tell me what your insights are or your questions. So let's go ahead and think about that back foot, okay? So the back foot is going to be moving diagonal. So you're thinking about the foot placement, railroad track stance, and shifting my weight from this foot towards the back leg, so that way I can catch the weight and plant that foot there, okay? So reverse lunge should be relaxing your wrist, elbow position in your ribs, stepping back, not into a tightrope, but outside. Once you have the high heel, okay, that means you're good to go. Try not to step back like this, all right? That's one thing a lot of people get mixed up with their reverse lunges. What you want to do is keep the heel high. Make sure you register into it, okay? Bend the knee, have the heel high. Some people might do this. Try not to use that as a gas pedal. Straight down with your hips, okay, vertical. But if you're moving to perform, you want to keep yourself able to have that reverse lunge compress in. So you can push off the back leg, okay? Back, push off the back leg. You should be feeling weight in the back leg in order to push off the back leg, okay? So it doesn't primarily mean your weight has to be all right here. You want to guide yourself back there, okay? So use that, and that's your reverse lunge. Now, the second move, which Mikey, hopefully I can get that list right next to you. So sorry, guys. Can see it. Cannot see it. Just a second, guys. Lost my list. I'll be just a second. Just practice that reverse lunge. I'm serious. That reverse step is very, very crucial for this. Sit through. Okay, now you have a sit through. The sit through is going to be hands to the ground, trying to square up to the ground the whole time. And what you want to do is not lose that position. Meaning the leg sit out is going to be a little bit more resisting the twist rather than going for a big twist and rotating out with your shoulder. So you want to look at it as, let me go from point A to driving both hands and leg up off the ground, right? And you can shift back for this. But when you lift, think about pushing away with this hand. So it can push you back to your loaded position. From here, you take the hand off, the loaded leg, and you're going to float the leg, but you're going to keep the arm close to the hip, and then you're going to drive the leg out. What you can do from here, if it's too much for your leg floating, you can actually put it to the ground. Make sure your hips off the ground. Arms locked out. I'm squared up. I'm not looking here. Hips high. I'm working here. Ball of foot is having contact with the weight. Coming back in, back to position. Push off the opposite hand. Take off the opposite with the opposite leg. Now I'm in the opposite side. So how that looks is going to be that leg sit out on each side. You're thinking about accelerating when you can if your technique is on point. But if your technique's not on point and you're starting to over-rotate, you want to slow down. So that's that second one. The third one, lateral lunges. With the lateral lunges, think about going to a very challenging open width for you, but try not to go too far out. But you also want to think about going to a seated position. So what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to drive my knee to the balls of my feet here. So the toes, I'm grabbing all the weight. I don't want my heel coming up. I want to make sure I distribute the weight towards the front of my feet when I drive my hips towards my heel. Staying vertical, I'm still going to pitch forward towards that direction. So having my hands here, I should be able to land, line my forearm over my quad, and I'm able to drive up straight up to the same position I started. To the opposite side, same thing. Everything should line up, and hips should be driving back, working the whole time. If you can only go to here, that's fine. All right, that's all we need you to do. But if you're able to go to position, go for position all the way down. Okay? Pull plank. Pull plank is going to be pulling forward off your knees. Some of you guys know this already. Most of you guys don't. When we pull forward, our toes are pointing back, pushing back all the way. Our butts touching our heels. When I pull forward, my elbows are going to be outside my body and my hands are going to align with my forearm. So here, tucking forward and pushing back really requires you to do a two-step process. So one, tuck, okay? This is where you want to be able to tuck. And when you're on your forearms, the second process is going to be forward more with that tuck. You push back. You want to get more of a hollow body. You look back towards your hip. And you're able to identify the forward pressure position much better that way. Now, I recommend if you're pulling forward and your hips don't tuck all the way forward, stop at that first position so that way you do tuck. And once you learn that tuck and it makes you want to go forward as you pull, then get to your Get your hands. But other than that, try to figure your tuck from the hips. That's where you start first, okay? The last one, drill number 5, I believe, is going to be burpee. So burpee is going to be a squat down, a sprawl out, and then a squat back up. I'll teach you 2 since this one demands a lot of flexibility and range. So coming down, you want your limp hands, wrists, elbows to ribs, so that way you can engage the ground, get ready to go. Squatting down a seated position, I'm going to reach straight down from this position right here. Here, butt hands go back to a plank, okay? And then I'm going to lower my hips down nice and easy as I lift my gaze up high. It's almost like we did this in our warm-up. Now we're here, okay? From this position, we're going to use our plank, pull ourselves up to a squat, come back up, okay? Looks just like this. If you can't hop back into a plank, walk it back. So you can do this as a regression. All right. So you have all 5 drills there. That's the reverse lunge. Legs sit out. I'm sorry, leg to sit out here. On each side is going to be your laterals, pull planks, and the last one I showed you here. The sit through leg and the reverse lunge, just remember, those 2 are extremely important for you to dial into the technique, okay? Because second round, those 2 are going to be horrible. It'll feel horrible, but it'll be all right. Okay, let me get my timer. Let's get you guys situated. If you're not situated now, now's the time to get yourself some water. I'll give you 1 minute. So you grab a towel. So sorry. I usually have the list up on the screen, but I have a different screen today. I think I chose the wrong screen. 30 seconds. But as long as you guys can see the screen, no problem. But it will be reverse lunge, sit through leg, lateral lunge, pull plank, and of course your burpee. All right, we got 10 seconds. Then we got reverse lunges, okay? So remember, let's start off slow and not too crazy here. I'm gonna have this in my hand. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. So 90 seconds. Relaxing your wrist. Pushing off the back leg. I'll tell you when it's halfway. Halfway. Just joking. 30 seconds in. I got that wrong. 30 seconds in. Hoping for a halfway mark. Usually tactic timer is in effect with this one. And halfway now. You're halfway through this. Just keep working. Try not to speed it up. Remember, dial more into it. Breath after breath. You want to breathe. Exhale through. Lower down nice and easy. If your knees can't go down far enough anymore, 30 seconds. Just go to where you can go, okay, with that range. If you're still good with your range, keep going. 10 seconds left. And time. 30-second rest. Shake your legs out. Okay. In about 10 seconds, we're going to check our heart rate. Try to get our heart rate down. Put your right hand to your jugular. Here we go. 2, 1. Big inhale. Count how many heart rates, how many beat per minute, per second, excuse me. Lower it down. And time, here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Legs sit out. Let's go. Each side, remember, we're thinking about driving the leg out, lifting, floating the leg up, or drop the foot down. Round 1 is about exploring. Don't go too crazy. Push away. When we rest, think about that 30 seconds of trying to get your heart rate down. 30 seconds in right now. We've got about 1 minute left. Drive the knee up towards your hand. Keep kicking out. We're halfway through. Now remember, you got to keep breathing or take a break if you need to. But you want to keep working. A lot of legs. 30 seconds. Keep breathing. Ten seconds coming up. 2, 1, time. 30-second rest. You got your lateral lunges next. Get your heart rate down. Here we go. Count it out. Lower your heart rate down by the beats. 2, 1. As you get your heart rate down, get ready for your lateral. In 3, 2, 1. Remember, you're thinking about getting to a seated position, driving towards the front of your toes as much as you can. Distribute the weight. And going slow. Grabbing the ground, pushing away, pulling towards you. Hip goes forward every time, but if you're in an angle, try to reach out still with your hips, okay? Standing up tall. Try not to drive your hips too forward where you're leaning back. Drive it where you can tuck your hips and then tilt it back. We are halfway. It's really hard not to see you guys, but I'm getting used to it a little bit. Trying to be slow as possible for you guys. Hopefully I'm managing that. 25 seconds. I bet some of you guys are like, no. 15 seconds. 5 seconds. Stay strong. And time. 30 seconds. Get ready to get your heart rate down. Remember, breathe it out. Fingertips back behind the throat. Here we go. 2, 1. Big inhale. Count. Get ready for the next exercise coming up. Here we go. On the ground. Pull planks. In 3, 2, 1. Go. 90 seconds. Pulling forward. Tuck your hips first. Big exhale through. Stay low. Look at your hips if you have to. Relaxing your head and your neck. Keep exhaling. And keep using your pull. Try not to push yourself. Pull yourself with your arms all the way up like if you're doing a pull-up. 30 seconds in already. We are halfway. Point your toes back all the way when you start going all the way forward with your pull plank. 30 seconds left, 30 seconds. Ten, 20 seconds, you got 20 seconds. Five seconds. 3, 2, 1. Time. 30-second rest here. We got burpee. Remember, you can sprawl or you can walk it out, okay? Here we go. 2, 1, big inhale. Exhale. Get your heart rate down. Count how many beats per second. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and let's go. Remember, 1 squat down first. Take it easy. You want to roll your shoulders back when you drive your shoulders down and stabilize. Stabilize, roll shoulder, gaze high. Nice and easy. You are halfway coming up. Officially halfway now. Remember to take breaks when you need to, or just go my pace. 30 seconds. Less than 10 seconds. 2, 1, time. 30 seconds. 1 round down. All right, let's check our breathing. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. All right, guys. Round 2 in 3, 2, 1. Reverse lunge. Go, go. Reverse lunge. It's like 100 degrees out here. My garage is probably 112. That's okay. I'll drink a lot of water after this. Good. Keep working. 30 seconds is in. So you got 1 minute left. Last time doing this. "45 seconds left. That's halfway. You got 30 seconds coming up. 30 seconds. Hip goes forward. Try not to push it back too far. "15 seconds left, guys. Hang in there. 3, 2, 1. 30 seconds. Shake it off here. Remember, get your heart rate down here. Okay. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Count it down. Closing your eyes helps. All right, here we go. Lateral. Excuse me. Leg sit out. I'm sorry. Sit through leg in 3, 2, 1. Go, go. Remember, keep yourself with the heel down if you want. Keep looking forward. Don't do this. Everything stays tight. Elbow towards your belly button when you move your leg out. Keep staring at the ground. "30 seconds in. If you need to take a rest, take a rest. You can sit like this or you can keep going. Keep the technique alive on this. It's hard for me. I'm slipping away a little bit. 30 seconds. Keep going. Five seconds. Time. 30-second rest. First 15. Get your heart rate down. Here we go. 3, 2. Here we go. Lateral lunges position. 3, 2, 1. Take your time here. It's like your cool down station. "30 seconds is in. Halfway. "30 seconds left. Woo! I am pouring. Keep breathing through. Concentrate here. Exhale through. Take breaks where you need to, but you're almost done here. 10 seconds. And time. Good job. 30-second rest. Get your heart rate down. You're gonna check your pulse here, okay? Here we go. 2, 1. Get ready for pull plank on the ground. Here we go. 2, 1. Let's go, go. Remember, big exhale forward. Exhale back with the big inhale at the very end. So you want to point the toes back, inhale at the very end to an exhale. But exhale through the movement. Past 30 seconds. Halfway now. You got 30 seconds left. You got 15 seconds. 5 seconds, come on. 2, 1, time. 30-second rest. You got one more drill. All right, get ready to check your pulse here. 2, 1. Get ready for your burpee sprawl. In 3, 2, 1, go, go. Burpee sprawl, remember, manage your squat. Thirty seconds in, 1 minute left. Past halfway now. Thirty seconds left. Ten seconds. 2, 1, time, rest. Get ready to check your pulse. Lower your heart rate. 3, 2, 1. And time. All right. What I want to do here is a bonus round. And we're going to go for time. What you're going to do here is you're going to work the core work for the secondary of this protocol. And that's going to be flat on your back. Once you're flat on your back, you're going to hook your leg. And you're going to rest your hand behind your back. Don't pull your head back forward. Keep your head resting behind your back. Relax the elbows out just enough so that way you're just working the shoulders rotation. So with the leg out, I'm going to drive into the ground my low back towards my bent leg. And then I'm going to square up and then ease my way down. So here, here, and easy on the way down. We're going to switch legs after the time. Same direction, but just the opposite side. Cross, up, and then back down. Okay? Right after that, you guys have V-ups. V-ups are going to be pretty much from top, bottom. I don't know what this thing hitting me. So from top to bottom, you're looking at legs first. Come up, pulling your abdomen into the ground at the same time. Reaching up with the V-up. Try not to reach up first. Use your legs first, okay? 30 seconds. Here we go. We're going to go one round through. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Go, go. Twist, lift, down. Nice and easy. Time, other side. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go, go. Cross, lower down, nice and easy. After you square up. Two, one, time, good job. Straight to your V-ups, here we go. 2, 1, go, go. And time. Good job. We're going to roll on your bellies, okay? And what we're going to do is we're just going to lay it down. You have your towel. Set your towel on the ground. Lay it to the ground. Flat. Compress your abdomen. As you compress, keep compressing it by lifting yourself up like this. You should feel the outside of your rib cage around it. You should be able to get into it. You can also lean into it, move your rib cage around a little bit. Don't smash it in the ground, just kind of roll easy on it. Good. From here, I'm going to get my forearms on the ground. And this is where I get my rib cage off the ground and drive my hips into the ground. So squeeze your legs together. Squeeze your glutes and your pelvic into the ground. And try to gaze up. And you want to use your elbows to dig in the ground to help support you. Keep squeezing, gaze up higher, get a good pull. Big exhale. On the way down, you're going to work for a scorpion, hands apart, palms to the ground, okay? Squeeze your legs in together. You're going to drive your hip into the ground so you don't over-rotate. So what I mean by that is my hip drives into the ground as I lift one leg. So if I lift one leg, I'm just going to try to move it over enough where my hand doesn't slide back. I want to keep reaching forward, and I don't want to touch the ground with my foot. I just want to keep reaching forward with my right hand as I reach with my other foot in the air. Breathe. Inhale, lift. Exhale, reach. Inhale, lift the knee. Exhale, reach. From here, Nice and easy on the way back down. We're going to look the other way. Okay, make sure you look the direction of what leg's going to lift up. So lifting up, drive your hip into the ground, reach, exhale. Lift, reach. Bring it all the way over. Since we went to the open hip, let's go towards the leg sit out we did earlier. Okay? So we're going to get our toes on the ground. We're going to sit out, but drop our hip down. With the back leg, it's going to look like this. So if it's back here, just pull your knee up. Have your knee bent a little bit, slight bent on the leg going across. I'm going to turn from the belly. Belly first, drive myself straight down, and I'm going to press myself into my glute and my leg along the side. And you should feel a slight pull. Try not to tense up. Try to open up that area up, relaxing. Good. I'm going to get out of that. I just remembered mountain climber with a twist. We didn't do that one, huh? No problem. Next time, we'll get into it. And that's why we're doing this stretch. So we were supposed to do a mountain climber with twist, but I'll have my notes available on me next time. But next time, we're going to be going through actually steel mace class and a club bell class, kettlebell class, not just body weight. So we're going to change it up every time. Good, very good. We're going to get out of this. Think about just relaxing down here. Look between your knees. You're going to roll yourself up nice and easy. Hey. All right, special announcement. So you guys did class, and like I said, we missed one movement, but that's okay. We've done the stretch for it just now, and we always can modify, so that's okay. The thing we are going to do, though, we are going to get into the steel mace, club bells, kettlebells more, and that goes for all trainers. All of our team leaders are very skillful in all those areas as well. So myself, along with the team leaders, we're going to change it up a bit because we did show you the 101 style of what a class would be like, but now we'll be able to offer more. We're also willing to give 101, so not just a 101, but a one-on-one. If you're interested in that, please email info@tacfit.com. That's info@tacfit.com. The reason why I say that is because we're trying to get feedback, and we're seeing how many people are interested in that. And if there's enough, well, we'll make it happen. We'll make it work. But we also have on October 3rd, Steel Mace Workshop. You're going to learn the whole foundation works to it and how to pretty much manage the activation with such tool like a steel mace. So it's a very, very active class and physical class. So there's not so much lecturing. There's a lot of doing. So October 3rd, that would be a Saturday. I believe we have maces for sale at tacfit.com. Obviously, we have the 10-pound, 15, 20, 25. I recommend if you're going to get a mace from us to get a 10-pound. A lot of people are getting a 15, but a lot of times people are like, messaging me like, Yeah, I think I did the wrong thing. I got myself a 15. I should have got myself a 10. But here's the thing, a 10 and a 15, those two, I think you should get both. So if you do get a mace, get it from tacfit.com before October 3rd. And we'll have the workshop. Now, here's the thing, October 3rd, there's only 25 open slots and available. We're going to announce that next week with the registry. So everybody can register next week. But I just want to make sure that you guys know that there's only 25 spots. So, and it won't be the last time I do it. I'll keep doing these, but the first time is 25 people. Next time there'll be a little bit more. But don't forget about October 3rd. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for working out with me. Drop me a comment. Let me know how you feel. Oh, yeah. Remember to keep engaging yourself to the point where technique is still there.